The fire was designated SCP-7402.
Let's have it.
The Foundation simply called it the Giver of Heavy Tongues. It manifested in the red clay outskirts of Benin City, Edo State. It didn't arrive with thunder, but with a silence so thick it muffled the cries of the newborn. It took the form of a man carved from wet, black earth, standing 10 feet tall, its skin constantly whipping a rhythmic, oily slick that smelled of copper and ancient rain. The anomaly didn't haunt, it presided. It took up residence in an abandoned colonial-era warehouse, and within a week, the local militia had been turned into its priesthood. They weren't coerced by magic, but by a horrific trade. For every infant offered to the giver, the soil for 10 miles around would need pure, high-grade crude oil. In a region starved for resources, the god offered a shortcut to empire. Foundation researchers from Site 19 arrived under the guise of a full vaccination team after satellite imagery picked up a localized reality scene. What they found was worse than a breach. SCP-7402 grew with every tie.
I could have killed a lot.
When the first infant was consumed, not by teeth, but by being absorbed into the entity's shifting, clay-like mass, the giver grew a second pair of arms. By the fifth, it developed a face, a mimicry of a human mother, twisted and weeping gold. By the 12th, its presence began to warp the laws of physics. Gravity in the warehouse shifted, the guards walked on the walls, their minds dissolved into a singular, buzzing devotion. Mobile Task Force Beta 7, mass hatters, moved in at midnight. They found the entity sitting atop a throne of calcified bone. It was no longer a man, it was a mountain of obsidian flesh, pulsing with the stolen vitality of the innocent.
God have mercy upon us.
I am the hunger of the land, the entity spoke, its voice vibrating in the marrow of the soldier's bones. I am the tax the future pays to the present. The containment breach was catastrophic. Standard amnestics failed because the god lived in the memory of the. Instead, they implemented Protocol Herod. They didn't fight the god, they starved it. The Foundation purchased every acre for 50 miles, forcibly relocating thousands under the cover of a viral outbreak quarantine. They built a lead-lined sarcophagus around the warehouse, blocking the entity's connection to the earth. Today, SCP-7402 remains in the dark beneath the Nigerian soil. It has shrunk back to the size of a small child, its black skin cracked and pale.
Yeah, I'm left to do.
It whispers promises of oil and gold through the vents, waiting for a single drop of new blood to return it to its throne.